You're ready to start outlining your book. You're not sure you can write. We're not going to worry about that right now. The first thing you need to think about is what you have to say and create an outline so that when you are ready to sit down and start writing, you don't get hung up in where am I going to begin, how am I going to get there, and what's the end going to look like. Your outline process is to find a comfortable place, let your mind focus on the main topics that you're going to write about, and make one-liners. 5 to 15 words maximum. They don't need to be sentences, but they do need to convey to you the idea that you're then going to develop. Write down, say 10 of the major ideas you're going to write about. In fact, write down everything you think is a major idea. It can be anywhere from 5 to 20. Do at least 10 initially. Come back to each one of those and say to yourself, what does the reader need to know in order to understand this concept? And you're going to again write 5 to 15 one-liners. Don't worry about what order they're in. We'll rearrange them later. You're going to go through every one of your major topics and to the second level of what does the reader need to know. Then you're going to go to a third level with each of those secondary topics and think about what information the reader has to have in order to understand what you want them to know. If you can go through that whole process and you're willing to go to a fourth level and say, when I give the reader this information, these are the details I need to give them. By that time, you're going to have essentially the first sentence of every paragraph of the entire piece you're going to write. So when you sit down to write, you're not going to get hung up in where am I and where am I going. You're just going to be able to find juicy words that convey these ideas that you've already thought through.